If you're facing a DUI charge, every decision matters. At the law office of Andrew W. Stewart II, we provide a skilled defense to protect your record, rights, and future. Call today or visit drewstewartlaw.com. Your future is worth defending.
You wonder how they're going to experience the real world in real safety, where all kids are welcome and everyone has a path forward to new skills, advancement, leadership, something they will carry with them the rest of their lives.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, as always. Welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley, tracking you everything you need to know to get you out the door this morning. I wanted to go back before we go forward as we head into our 7 o'clock hour. Some of us did see a little bit of rain yesterday, and if you were one of the lucky ones, good for you, because take a look at this. You can see kind of those blue markers indicating who got rain yesterday. Wasn't a lot of us. It wasn't Northwest Mississippi at all. So Northeast Mississippi getting in on better rain chances. And I told you yesterday, mainly less than 1/4 of an inch. And that is really what came to fruition yesterday. A lot of us, yes, well below 1/4 of an inch across the board. You can see those rain totals didn't add up to too much. If you got under a heavier pocket, maybe around 1/4, but most of us below that. So not a whole lot of rain out of that yesterday, out of any of that rainfall that did happen. As of right now, take a look at Mississippi Live radar this morning. Not tracking anything to get you out the door. Let me show you a little bit more of a national view this morning before we get into it. Not tracking a whole lot even nationally. You can see here in the southeast, maybe some cloud cover, and that's really it at best. Some rainfall happening in places like Oklahoma, but other than that, move my coffee cup out of the way. Hope you guys had some coffee this morning. I'm gonna get that out of the shot so you don't have to look at it. Overall, what you need to know is, yeah, maybe some rain out in the plains, but we're dry here, and we're gonna be tracking dry conditions over our next really 48 hours or so. Take a look at this. So we're dry and clear. That's the story this morning. Beautiful view though. Nice sunrises this week. I've said this over and over again every day, but it's true. If you have a nice view, nice picture of the sunrise, make sure to download our app and send it in there on the app. You could even get featured either this morning or even this evening out there. So we want to see you guys' picture because it's just great out there. Beautiful blue skies that just merge into those beautiful sunrise colors. Temperatures in the middle 60s over in Crenshaw, Northwest Mississippi. Let's take it into Northeast Mississippi, looking at Mabin. Same story, different location. Another great sunrise ongoing across the area. Temperatures in the low 60s for a lot of us, some of us in the middle 60s, 64 in Tupelo, 61 in Starkville. Region-wide, most of us starting out in the 60s, a little bit cooler over in Memphis and Little Rock, 69 in Greenville, 69 in Jackson as well, 66 down in Hattiesburg. Same stories we had over into Birmingham. So a good portion of the southeast all starting out near in the 60s, middle 60s this morning to upper 60s. Over your first 12 hours here in North Mississippi, you can expect a slightly cooler day out there for today, maybe by a degree or two. So not much, right? But look at that. I told you when we're in the 80s before midday, you can expect a hot day ahead. Well, we're just right there. So you can see a little bit of a cooler day ahead, upper 70s by 11. We're back in the 80s this afternoon, middle to upper 80s expected. But again, just a few degrees below where we were yesterday. That's going to be the story ahead, and no rainfall out there this afternoon. So got anything going on? I know there's community college games for your Thursday evening, maybe some junior high football games. Not tracking anything but sunshine and warm conditions out there for your afternoon, evening ahead. Going into your Friday, same story if you got any Friday plans, tracking dry conditions out the door for Friday morning. Same story as we head into your afternoon and evening. So good to go for Friday night football games. Going into Saturday, same story. A little bit cooler out there for Friday and Saturday. So we'll talk about just how cooler. Don't get your hopes up too much in just a few minutes. But overall, what you need to know, yes, a little bit cooler out there for Friday and Saturday if you have any plans. It's going to be nice out there, more around average for this time of year. Coming up next, we'll talk about just how cooler things are going to be getting for Friday and Saturday. Those overnight lows are looking pretty nice as well. I'll have a look at your full 7-day forecast, your full weekend forecast as well. Got any plans going into the weekend? We'll talk about what you can expect and when rain re-enters the forecast. All those details coming up.
Get ready for a night of inspiration, laughter, and support. Join us on Saturday, October 4th at 6 p.m. at the Tupelo Cotton Mill, where outstanding men from our community will walk in her shoes. You'll hear powerful stories from survivors and caregivers, enjoy delicious food and drinks, and experience live entertainment in an evening filled with fellowship, fun, and hope. All proceeds go to support those bravely fighting cancer. This event is powered by Wear It Well.
When people are fed, futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer. Advocate. Donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/act now.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, good morning. As always, welcome back to the Room to Room Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Maggie McAuley checking in with you at 7:05 this morning. So good morning to you. Happy Thursday out there. Another great day of weather ahead, and that starts off this morning. Take a look at this view over in Amory. Beautiful conditions. As always, thank you to the North Mississippi Storm Chasers for lending us your camera network. I've loved getting to see the nice sunrises ongoing over the past few days. A little bit cooler there. Amory checking in the upper 50s this morning. Most of us, though, in the 60s. Take a look at this. Blue Springs, even in the middle 60s. Good to go in the traffic department on all of those MDOT traffic cams, looking at 22 and 9 in a lot of different directions. Again, good to go over in Blue Springs, and you can see all of that sunshine coming down through those cameras as well. Only thing you're going to need out the door this morning in the weather department are some sunglasses, because it's going to be a sunny day ahead. As for airport delays, maybe you're hopping on a flight, an early weekend flight this morning. Not looking at any delays in all of our international airports, Chicago, Memphis International, Atlanta as well. Out west, looking good to go from LAX into Albuquerque and the Denver airport. Not tracking any moderate to major delays in the airways this morning. So that's good to go. Sticking here in North Mississippi, we're going to be in the upper 60s by 9. 70s are back by 10. Upper 70s to near 80 by 11. You can see that sunshine icon on each of those hours. It's looking like a very sunny day ahead out there for your Thursday. As for high temperatures, now yesterday we had a forecasted high of 89. Today it's 87. Okay, so it's a little bit cooler out there. I just have to point that out because you're looking at the upper 80s. You're thinking another warm day ahead. And yes, but we're gradually getting a little bit cooler. Tomorrow's going to be even better, so we'll talk about that in just a minute. But dry and warm, still above average, but upper 80s expected. Lots of sunshine in the forecast today as well. If you got any plans outside, again, make sure to just have the shades out and ready for you for your day ahead. Let's talk about your futurecast. Just so you know, I'm tracking this through your Friday, and I'm not tracking any rain through Friday, okay? We're just talking about cloud cover moving in and out of the forecast. It's going to be very dry through noon, dry into your afternoon. Watch this. This is at 4 o'clock on your Thursday. So this afternoon, you can see here, I'm still barely tracking any cloud cover out there. That's why I'm telling you, all you're going to need are the shades today. It's a lot of sunshine in the forecast for your day ahead. That stays true into your evening hours, so clear conditions are going to be hanging on overnight all the way through your 10 o'clock hour and then into your Friday morning as well. Going into Friday, yeah, maybe a little bit more cloud cover for the majority of the day for some of us, for mainly areas to the south of Grenada, Golden Triangle region, south of that as well. Could pick up some clouds, mix of sunny clouds throughout your Friday afternoon, but no rain expected with those clouds. Just some cloud cover moving in and out of the area. And still a lot of us look to stay bright all day out there for your Friday ahead, even into the evening. So those Friday night football games, they're looking good to go. As I told you though, for your high temperatures tomorrow, a little bit of a change in the forecast, not a major change, but a change at that, okay? We're not looking at upper 80s near 90 degrees for your Friday afternoon. We're looking at middle to low 90s, which is actually, believe it or not, for October 2nd, where we should be for this time of year. We should be in the low 80s. Some of us going to be there on Friday. From Alcorn County, Boonville, Iuka, Red Bay near 80. A lot of us, though, in the middle 80s. 84 in Houston, 84 in Tupelo. Same story for Bruce. Some of us still hanging out in the upper 80s over in the Delta. Always a little bit warmer. Most of us, though, in the low to middle 80s. So a really great day to round out your work week. A great evening for that high school game of the week, New Albany at North Pontotoc. We are going to be at that game presented by Casey lot. It's going to be a good one across the board, though, on Friday night. If you're headed out for a football game or anything you got going on, it's going to be nice out there. Those pregame forecasts going to be near 80, 70s by halftime. By the time you're headed out, it's going to be in the 60s. So if you're a cold natured, a little bit like me, you might need to bring a little light jacket to that game. Once the sun goes down, temperature is going to be falling through the 70s into the 60s eventually. As for your weekend ahead, yeah, cooler temps still stick around. I'm talking middle 80s. That's what we're calling cooler because we've seen upper 80s, okay, this past week. Still nice out there, middle 80s Saturday and Sunday. Maybe an isolated shower on Sunday, but it's really into the work week when I think we're going to be tracking more rainfall. So dry through your Saturday, completely dry. About a 10% chance out there for Sunday. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are the 3 days that I'm looking at over the next 7, even looking into your next work week, when we're going to be tracking out a little bit more widespread rainfall into the mix. So a little bit of a change in our weather pattern is coming our way, and more rain is coming back into the forecast as we start off our next work week. So I encourage you, if you have any plans Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, keep checking back with our meteorologist, Caleb. He's going to be in over the weekend, and he will probably bump these rain chances up as more data comes in day to day. And of course, I'll be up with you on your Monday morning, probably tracking some rainfall as well. We do need the rain. I want to show you your drought monitor because as I head into the 7:30 newscast, this is going to be updated. So I want to show you the previous one before we get into the updated one over the next half hour. Okay, so this is a look at the drought monitor. Still seeing that severe drought extending in northwest Mississippi, that moderate drought extending into places like Lee County, Golden Triangle region. And then we're still watching that extreme drought in places like Jackson, Tennessee, very close to our area, could be inching in over the state line. That severe drought is trying to extend into places like Alcorn County. So this is the drought monitor as of right now. Yes, we do need the rainfall. I'm expecting this, at least in some areas, to worsen as the update comes in the next 30 minutes or so. So that's the latest one. We'll talk about the new updated one at the next live newscast out here. 7-day forecast ahead, upper 80s today, turns into middle 80s tomorrow. Also, before we go, look at your overnight lows for Friday and Saturday morning. As you're headed off on your Friday morning, expect conditions to be a little bit cooler than the past few mornings, especially as you're headed the kids out early on their Friday morning for school or whatever you have going on. Same story if you're headed out early for Saturday, noticeably a little bit cooler, nice out there in the upper 50s. We'll be in the middle 80s through your Sunday. Middle 80s, stick around for next week. That's still above average for this time of year. And we're going to be adding on some rain chances as well. So we had Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday. Coming up next, like I said, as we head into our 7:30 live broadcast this morning, I'm going to be talking about the latest drought monitor. So that update doesn't come out until 7:30. So we'll talk about it there. I'll break it down with you as I'm looking at it for the first time as well. And of course, everything you need to know out the door and a last look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Visualize perfection, freshly picked ingredients, tantalizing flavors, sweet and sour intertwine, and dance into your glass. One-of-a-kind arrangements, hitting every note. Why wait for the weekend? It's on at the grill.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.